grabando o si estás grabando. Para, Ay, qué fea que soy.
Qué boluda que sos. Ya está, qué elegancia la de Francia.
Bueno, basta. Hi,
Hi,
I'm Vic,
and I'm Lara.
and we are music producers, and today we are going to react to Forever One by Girls' Generation.
So we decided to do this beforehand. It's not that we are not reading all your suggestions, we are taking notes, but this girl here is a really big fan of Girls' Generation, so we're going to react to them today.
Yeah.
In the future, we are going to do some reactions for you guys, but for now, we're going to do the reaction to Girls' Generation. See?
Sorry, it was. Let's get into it. Che, esto no está. ¿Qué enchufaste?
Forever one. It's love, it's love. We're not stopping. 네가 머문 이 세상이 더 아름다운 건 겁없이 외치던 날 사랑의 너를 영원하게.
We have like Chinese subtitles. What?
They're so pretty.
It's like the 2000s again. Is it Y2K?
It's them. Wow, so pretty.
Yeah, the very Y2K vibes.
Yeah. So pretty.
And kind of like holiday song.
Yeah. It's very them.
What now?
We are one. EXO.
언제나 널 곁에 있고 싶은데 널 생각하면 강해져. There's no one like you, no one like you. 우리 꼭 영원하자.
I love that verse.
우리 마음은 이 세상에서
Nice.
내게 말했어.
The same song.
They are building
Yeah.
the last chorus. Was really well. Okay, what's nice? I didn't know what to expect. I was like, I don't know what this is. But I really like it. I'm not a big fan of Girls' Generation in general, but I liked few of the oldest
Yeah,
songs.
the oldest. Yeah.
But this was nice. I think like
It was good.
the
Yeah.
2000s are back.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's very Girls' Generation. I think they didn't lose their sound because there are this problem with some bands that they try new genres, and sometimes they just don't sound like it's one of their songs. And I think
They lose identity
Yeah.
trying to follow a trend, a music
exactly,
trend.
and I think that this is Girls' Generation 2022, but it's them, it's their sound, and I really like that.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was good.
I think it's like a party song. It gives me summer vibes and like
Yes.
pool party and all of that. Like that
Yeah.
kind of sound.
This is the thing. They came out with this song because they just went for their 15th anniversary.
We are so old, damn it. Damn it.
That's why the title of the song is Forever One, and all of them are together because 3 of the members
They
are known-
left
Yeah.
the bands.
No,
Yeah.
they left SM. They didn't left the band.
Oh, okay. So they came back just for the
Yeah,
event.
exactly. Yeah, it's really sweet to see all 8 of them.
Okay. Then let's begin with the analysis part. See you in a minute.
2 hours later.
So we heard like how many times I don't know, but the more I hear it, the more I like it.
That's the power of the Girls' Generation.
It's such a fun song.
It's so good. I really like it. It's like,
It's a party song.
yeah.
Let's start with the structure of the song.
Yeah. So we have our pretty normal structure of K-pop songs that we already review, but we have a different part that makes it different than the normal structure, but
It's like the typical song, not the K-pop typical new structure with a pre-chorus, because
yeah, this doesn't have pre-chorus.
this works with a 2 verses
Yeah.
kind of structure, and then we go to the chorus. But in this case, we have something added to the structure that gave us like a big effect before the last chorus. We have the bridge, but the bridge was not enough, and so we add a new verse similar to the first verse with some modifications to build up to the last chorus and just
Yeah. So
party.
So the principal structure is an intro, 2 verses, chorus, 2 verses, chorus, then the bridge. We could say this added part, pre-chorus, that it
acts
the
like
same.
a pre-chorus, but
Yeah,
it's
the
like the
same-
verse.
Like, yeah, it's the same as the verse, and then the final chorus.
We always expect with some bands in SM, oh, this is a normal structure, and then something else that you didn't expect.
Yeah, that's very SM. I wanted to say, I said that earlier, but it's Girls' Generation. This song, I think, even though SM did some new things with it, it's Girls' Generation. That's it.
I think we told this before, but
Yeah.
it's like the essence of the band and the sound remains,
Yeah,
even when it kind of updates itself to the trends, but never loses
Yeah.
the core of
and I love
the
that.
sound of the band.
Yeah, as a so one, I love that.
But it kind of it makes sense because SM really pay attention to that.
Yeah,
It
of
does
course.
it with all the other bands too. They have some things that are very characteristic for of every band.
Okay, should we start? Yes. Okay. This is a summer song. It's very summery, the vibes, how it's compose it. Everything tells us summer, summer, summer.
It's summer and party song, party summer song, like
Yeah, exactly.
that's the vibe. This kind of songs, it kind of gives me this vibe that is very Y2K, that I was repeating that a lot.
Y2K,
But
Y2K.
it's like very 2000s.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what is it in here that gives me this? And a lot of the sounds they use, a lot of the synths they use, the rhythmic structure, we are really used nowadays to have more of a rhythmic bass with a more trappy sound, with a more complex kind of rhythmic variations. And this is very easy and simple and really to the main beats. Like we have a kick in every beat. So that's very 2000s.
Yeah. Like I said, first we have an intro that it has 4 bars, and it starts with a filter, but
That we didn't even count how many bars was that.
that filter just go away, and it reveals literally all the instrumental, like full on, like it hits you in the head.
It's a very strong intro and have
Yeah.
a little bit of the elements that are going to appear on the bridge.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because we don't make anything new for the intro. It's like we reuse elements of the song. That's smart.
Yeah, it's a really...
It's a really strong beginning.
We begin with our first verse, that is 8 bars.
And this is the thing. We have a very strong difference between the intro and the first verse, because we have like a very distinctive synth that it goes with the bass. We feel it like it's a bass with a lot of medium range frequencies, that it's so bold and so in your face that you're like, why the energy is so high? We just started. Calm down.
It really starts really
Really
high. Strong, very high, like in your face. And I think it really puts the mood for the song. Like you're going to be dancing your ass off. Then we had another little things, like we have a keyboard that it's in the intro, and well, later we can hear it better in the second part of the song. But yeah, this is the thing, we have such a strong instrument that everything else is just in the background.
Yes, and it's kind of difficult to
hear.
Try to separate everything.
Yeah. And well, the rhythmic goes with the beat, like it's very upfront. Boom, boom.
We have always like the kick in every beat, so that's the very 2000s Y2K feel.
And how we go to this verse to the other, so it goes down with the voice.
We have like a transition part. Yeah. So the video
Ripped.
and we start.
No, I was explaining about the transition between the first verse and the second verse. We have a transition with the voice. The voice is alone for a single second. It starts the song to go down.
Go down with the level of energy.
Yeah.
Because it was really up. So it's a voice, I think, with a bass that goes down, something like that for the transition. But it's a pretty naked sound if we compare it to the previous thing that was really full. So we entered this new verse. Mm-hmm. The thing is, what you normally try to do when writing some arrangement is you will think to grow with the song at the level of energy and the amount of instruments that you add. So you will be slowly putting more instruments, right?
Yeah.
Here it's like the logic is completely the opposite. So we have
Reverse.
a very full verse with a lot of things, And because we need to make like a little bit of, I guess, we'll stop a little bit. We have to reduce the level of energy because we need to make an impact with the chorus. We need like this verse to be a little bit with less energy, I would say.
Yeah. The song needs to prepare us to the chorus. So if it just maintains that high energy, how much high can the chorus be if we are in the same level of energy?
You need to control the amount of layers of things. If everything is full, you're going to get bored. The moment that the chorus arrives, you want to be on a party.
Yeah,
in this case,
exactly.
In this case, there are other kind of structures, but in this case, what you will normally try to do in a song is like the chorus is the strongest part, and you want to be like the high energy part of the song.
Exactly.
And you achieve that with different methods, and one of those is to add more different instruments and have a lot more of things.
Exactly. So this is what these songs does so well, that they put us in this high energy, they transition to make us go down. And how they go down, they put a filter like in the beginning for the instruments. We had a pad that is
carrying the harmony.
Yeah, it's carrying the harmony. What we had like the snare going with the beat, like normally. And I think the main focal in this part is the voice. The girls are doing harmonies and all of that.
It's a different structure, and then we have a little bit of a part of a rap.
Yes, in this part we have a little rap from Hyoyoung, and then we have a transition. The transition for the chorus.
It's pa pa pa. Something rhythmic. The other thing they use to build tension is they start with obviously the kick and the snare, but they make more subdivisions. They put more and more repetitions, and it sounds even more close. It's like
true. It really prepares us to say, okay, here comes the chorus. Here it comes.
Mr. Chorus.
The Mr. Chorus.
Mr. Chorus.
Right? So, yeah. The girls start before the beat goes down. I love Noye.
Then it starts with the full instrumentation. Yes.
It's a Mr. Chorus.
It's like, we talk about this in the Super Junior video, is the same thing. All the spectrum is full. It's you hear sound in all the spectrums. It feels full because we have
huge.
We have synths in all the range, down in the middle, really up, and that feeling is thick. Again, it's thick,
boy.
And the thing is that I think is so good about the melody in all the song, but in here is the melodies is so easy. You can sing with them, and it gets really stuck in your head because it's really easy. So
yeah,
that thing makes us want to party and sing, and the thing that we are following the beat.
Yeah, with the kick.
With the kick and the snare, it's like kick a snare, kick a snare, kick a snare. That is a 2000s kind of bass, rhythmic bass.
Yeah. A little detail when they sing, boom, and they do like this.
And we have like a clap with a big reverb.
Yeah, it makes impact for the song. Like, you really think that they're boom, like they're literally
shooting.
Yeah, shooting you in your heart, straight to your heart. Bing! And well, then we had the second part of the chorus. It's different.
Yeah, but the first part we have like a 4-on-4 structure with 2 phrases that repeats with different girls to change the music. ¿Cómo digo timbre? The vocal tone. I don't know how to say it.
Color?
Yeah, like to change the color of the voices, So they changed the singer, basically. It's like, I have a new instrument. Okay, a new girl. No. Se me paró el inglés. And then the second part is like, we have more of a long phrase that they repeat 3 times, and they have like, it's one girl sings that, and they have like a response from all the girls in a chorus mode.
We still forever one. That one.
How is Stay Young? The melody that...
No, it's not the Here we go, we stay forever one. Exactly.
They do this thing. It's like a question and answer a little bit, and we have like long notes and small, rapid, kind of
Answers.
quickly answers.
Yeah, and then we have a little part, like the final parts.
It repeats itself. Like the end, you repeat the end. The way they ended that phrase is it's smart, but it's so easy. I don't know how to say.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a difficult song. This is not a difficult song, but it's
Vocally, technically.
right, but it's smart how it's composed. If we analyze, like, we think, oh, it's very easy, like the rhythmic goes with the kick, we don't have anything very crazy or whatever, but it's not in the normal typical way, so that's smart. Like the reverse that we were talking about earlier, that it starts very high and then goes down. That is smart. It's innovative.
It's not typical. It's not typical.
It's innovating.
Then we repeat the structure again.
Yeah.
We have another verse, but this time they change it because it doesn't start so high, because
This is
can't start-
normal.
you can't start so high because we went to the chorus that was really high energy. The only option is to go down again, and so they do that, and they took off this synth that gave us this feeling like we have a really thick bass with a lot of middle frequencies. They took that synth, and automatically we have like a more low energy kind of bass.
Exactly, and now we can hear all the instruments that we couldn't.
We couldn't hear the first time.
Yeah, we have a keyboard, like a very pretty keyboard. We have some like a guitar.
There is some weird sound that it's kind of glitchy.
Yeah. There are some things that we were not able to hear them on the first verse, which is it is good because it's like, oh, there's a lot down there. Good.
And because you didn't like perceive it the first time, it's like you're hearing a new part.
Yeah. That's really smart because it keeps you interested.
It's the same, but it's not the same. But it's the same.
The following verse is the same as the one before. The only thing that changes is when Hyoyoung does the rap. Now it's just Yuri singing, and then Yuna does what Sunny does the verse before.
Yes.
And that's the only thing that changes. It's just not rap, it's singing now. The same transition, everything.
Same build up. Everything
yeah.
is pretty much the same. Then we go to the chorus again, that is again
The same.
pretty much the same, but because we have like a more longer build up, we are really we arrive and we feel again the joy
Yeah, the joy of life.
of the party. And everything is pretty much the same.
And now the chorus does a transition with voice.
It ends like the phrase, and we have a few vocal chops instead of the way that we have the transition before. I don't remember how it was. But now we have like some vocal chops again, a little bit of like ambience, like that with a reverb, and you go down again, the energy
Yeah.
gets really high, and now we need to go down to the bridge. And what you normally expect is like eight bars of bridge, and then again, but they don't do that.
No.
They do 8, and they do like 2 more bars of like a suspension moment that is so cool.
We have this really, I wouldn't say ethereal, but ethereal bridge that it's really calm. It's just the voice
They have a lot of keys. We have like a little bit of a build-up in like the second four.
Yeah, the second
bars.
part, we
the
have
bridge.
more rhythmic, but it's pretty calm
In comparison,
of the rest of the song. Like, it sounds like a bridge. It's a bridge.
we have like that build-up and rhythmic build-up that is not as strong in like in the second verse because it doesn't. The subdivision doesn't go that fast.
So, really, the song is telling us that it's not going to be straight up to the chorus that way.
Yeah, because we don't have like such a strong
Build up.
build-up.
Yeah.
And so after that build-up, we have like a high note.
Yeah.
I don't remember who does it.
Taeyong.
And she makes this high note, and we have like this suspension moment, these 2 bars that are just suspension because we have the high note, the reverb of the high note that it's ending, all of that, and we have like a scene that is it acts like a pretty harp, and we have the 2 bars of suspension, and then you thought we were going to the chorus, but this is this extra part.
Bitch.
We go to the first verse, but it's not the same. Again, it's the same, but it's not the same. It's the same.
The harmony and the melody is the same, but the things in the middle, like the instruments, is not the same. The build-up is not the same.
They took off the kick and the rhythmic bass. They took it off, so we have a little bit more of a tension building moment. It's not as strong, right?
Yeah, we have claps doing the beat.
Yeah.
This is the thing. It sounds like a new part, but it's not new.
Because you took off like the rhythmic bass, and everything sounds different. That's a thing. You should try it. Everything sounds different. If you took whatever rhythmic bass you have, it sounds different. If you took off like the bass line, it sounds different. This is a very easy way to change things up.
Yeah, reuse your materials.
Exactly. In a smart way. Less work.
So, now we go to the Mr.
The final
chorus. How they transition to the final chorus. Now, in the previous chorus, they transition with one of the members going da 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 da, and then na na da da. Now we don't have that because the second verse is not there. So they transition with silence.
And so we have pretty much the same, but now with more vocals.
Yeah, we have all the girls doing like second voices, just showing how well they sing. And it's beautiful because now the full chorus feels even more full. But it's pretty normal in K-pop. Like the last chorus always have like a lot of
ad-libs.
Yeah, ad-libs from the vocalist. It's pretty normal. But the good thing is now that I am thinking, sometimes in the second chorus already of the song, they
start adding.
They didn't add anything. So it's just like the last one, and it's like literally the last party. Come on.
and it ends with the rhythmic.
Yeah. With the rhythm, like it uses for the transitions.
Accentuation, yes. It's a very straightforward ending. Endings are not the easiest thing to do in music, so don't let it be an afterthought.
The way that they did it with the beat, it stopped like the car that it was going at full speed for the final of the song. Like the final of the song, and it's just for everyone, one, boom, and you really hear that stopping, which is a really smart thing to do.
The more we hear to make the analysis, the more I like it, and I think it's a really nice party song that when I'm maybe low energy to pump myself up.
Yeah, and
I will hear it.
Yeah, and also like we were hearing it again, it was like we are hearing more things every single time. Oh my god. Every time we hear a song, like you hear on repeat, and every time you hear it, you're always going to catch something else. I love that about making these things, because I learned so much.
and because I can always find something that I didn't notice. And that's something that is pretty cool, I guess.
I forgot to say about the DSM sound.
Oh, DSM sound. Oh, it always is in song.
Yeah,
Songs.
in the pre-chorus, before the final chorus, we have in the middle of the two parts, we have the ooh. Just that.
Okay, so I think that's it.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more videos. We are coming with your suggestions. We didn't forget, so we are taking notes of what you want. Also, thank you so much for watching our videos of Red Velvet.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, it was very fun because that is also a part of us. We're not just composers; we are also singers. So it's great.
And we are going to come back with more reactions like that.
Yeah. We will.
So
do it.
stay tuned and subscribe.
Exactly. We hope you like this analysis, review, whatever. Like
the video.
Share it with your friends, and see you till next time.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.